Hope everybody's looking forward to a great day. I left the house this morning, supposedly just going to go get some milk and cereal. Well, I was led up here for some reason, I guess, so I decided to go live and I guess have a little chat, talk about some things, I guess, whatever may come to my heart. But there's one thing that comes to my heart whenever I look up to this hill that I'm on. There's a lot of things happening in this world that burns my heart, and whenever I come up to this hill that I could foresee, or I know what's going to be coming onto this world certain times, very soon, certain places all over eventually. Oh, gosh, excuse me. That didn't sound good. Hey, good morning, Jay. How you doing, Jody? I'm up here supposedly getting milk and cereal for the home. My walk took me up here, and I guess I was meant to come up here and give some conversation with whoever shows up. I'm glad you showed up right away. Yeah, this is north of my little town up here. It's called Bee Hill, like for our town, Bloomfield. This is how you would enter into our town coming from the north. And let's see, I live right over in that little area. If you can see them little white tanks over there, that's practically my front yard over there, where I do a lot of videoing. That'd be you two getting milk and cereal, huh? Yeah. I was every time I look up to this hill from down there, it reminds me of mostly one thing, and that's these dreams I've had. I call them, I guess, prophetic dreams. Two of them, anyway, were about, I guess, events that might be happening here pretty soon. I can't say exactly right here, but, you know, in this world. I've had the two dreams I had, very profound to me, and what they were about was there was an apocalypse event that happened across here, and I was leading a group of people out of what was the town and coming up to this hill for safety. And whenever I looked down across this whole view right here in my dream, everything was laid to waste and desolated. Everything was burnt up, and the skies were white, red, and black. And we had definitely been through a devastating event, and I was bringing people that were, I guess, survivors and stuff, that I was bringing them up to this hill. When we got up here, we were just kind of like in awe and shock, and had a little moment to stop and reflect on everything that just had happened. And I had two dreams like that. Not exactly the same dreams, but exactly the same events happened. So every time I come up here, I'm constantly reminded about that. And whether it happens or not, it's something for me to think about, and for those to think about in their areas, in their lives, about what might be coming or happening in this world soon. So, it's like very deep in my mind. And the third dream I had was exactly the same type, with the same type of events, but it was in the little town just north of us that I used to live in, also about like 6 miles away, called Aztec. But I had a dream there where I actually saw the huge rock from the sky fall and crash land into the town, and it hit this house that I was standing in front of, kind of, or next to. And I saw it actually hit, but when it hit, it wasn't like all fiery explosion, but it did send like debris piles and everything up in the air, and stuff scattering and landing. And I ended up going to that house and getting everybody out of there. And along the way, we picked up some more people, and I led them out of town to safety, which was kind of cool in its own way, but it was pretty intense and scary watching that big chunk of rock come down and impact. But anyway, that's that on that. And like the movies in our time and stuff, there's been movies that have showed that exact same thing, prepping us and conditioning us for things that are prophesized or imagined or dreamed or otherwise, that probably will come to pass pretty quick, and probably has happened in the past, and it goes against like everything that I believe, in a sense. And it's probably put on my mind and my heart to start accepting it and believe that it has happened and possible. So I guess you could call me a believer now. Yeah. And the cool thing is down here at the bottom of the hill is this church. So, I mean, kind of like all lines up. It's not my church, but it is a church, a Christian church. Yeah. Well, you're welcome, Jody. I always want to share whatever I can for anybody who wants to listen, and hopefully get something out of it that's good and good for me to share. And I'm just glad that I got friends and family and people such as yourself and others that come around and take time to encourage me, support me, and be a part of it. So I really thank you also. Thank you all. Yeah, they could probably be like past memories. I would say that that is very possible. Um, that I, I I don't give much thought into if it's a past memory or one that might be of the future, but I don't doubt it either way because I know that whether it's happened or not, that it's something that I have learned from or I'm going to learn from. So I use it as a positive tool for prepping myself and sharing with others, so maybe they could come to come to an understanding that they're in this world and things like that happen. They might go through it, and a lot of people that just scares the shit out of a lot of people, and don't don't scare me as much as it did after I had the dreams. You know, I come to realize that everything that's negative, whether it's happened or it's going to happen, no matter the outcome, I'm learning from, and I take things inwardly to be stronger, to better myself in one way or another. So yeah, it's all a good growing experience, even out of the negative, whatever it might be, and whether it's a personal situation or a situation that involves society or the world as a whole. You know, I guess there's something to be brought out of it positive. Yeah, the last time that I went live was a couple days ago, but before that it was a couple months. I I've been kind of like stuck as to what I think about it whenever I think about doing lives. What am I going to do? What am I going to talk about? Is it the right time or whatever? And I'm kind of just overthink it, or I put it off to the side and don't do it. But now I got plenty. I think that I don't have to worry about that to have good conversations and content on the lives that I feel comfortable to do or moved to do. But kind of been in a weird funk lately over there at them dang apartments. There's been some situations that come up that I get myself involved in, or I get wrapped up in, whether it's good or bad or something that I just I I don't know. I just kind of wrap myself into that, and I don't think about other things I should probably be doing, like staying in contact, doing lives and stuff like that. But I'm breaking out of it. I'm kind of, I don't know. I'm breaking out of my shell, I guess, that I put around me a little bit. So, and I feel better about it. I feel better about opening up and bringing things out to discuss, whether they're personal or serious or not serious. You know, I want to have more fun than I've been having, in a sense too. I've been too serious about things. I need to loosen up. I guess a lot of people do in some ways, but that's their own deal. I guess in due time, when time's right. Yeah. So anyway, I got out over the weekend and did some nature hikes and stuff with a friend of mine, and I think that's what I needed. I was supposed to only be gone hour and a half, 2 hours with my friend. I ended up gone for 6 hours out in the hills. Did some videos with the rocks and the sky and stuff, but I think that was helped me realize I need to break out of this little shell I put myself in. When I was out there, I was thinking, man, I wish I could get reception out there so I could do live. And instead, I just, made regular videos. But I think I'm gonna go start doing these lives a lot more for myself and for you guys out there. But you know, I think it's gonna be good for me. Kind of like a step into a new socializing therapy session going live. Yeah, I'm glad to have you here anytime, Jody, and um, that's great. I know that we've had good conversations and great conversations in the past, and have grown to know each other somewhat, a little bit better than some for me, but that's it's all good. It's great, and been I've been building on the tribe in my own way with a couple of new people that had been around for a while on my channel, but have come out of their shell, and I got to know them a little bit. Like this lovely lady, she goes by Dreamweaver. She's from California area, but she's another good supporter, great supporter of me and the channel and stuff. And she came over to Nicole's channel, and I didn't invite her, but I was surprised to see her there. And I take it was like maybe her first time that she was on chat, and that was just wonderful. That was great. Like it really. I was really happy to see her there because she's a wonderful person, and I'm not monetized or nothing on my channel, or I never received money or got anything for doing what I do, and never expected to from when I started. But she's the only person, Dreamweaver, she's the only person that decided to send me a gift in the form of money for her appreciation of what I do. And man, that was so cool. That just showed me her heart, and I was so thankful. It didn't matter the amount, just the fact that she was doing it was just like one of the awesomest things that I've experienced in doing YouTube and stuff. And so that showed me that somebody out there wanted to show their appreciation that way, and that spoke real loud to me. And it don't take money to get my attention. Every time anybody says thank you or shows up to even watch more than once, that shows me a lot of appreciation and stuff for what I do. And that gives me the strength and courage and determination and the willpower and want to continue forward, with this even more so than just my causes and purposes for doing it, So, because I love doing things for people and seeing that I'm doing something good that they appreciate, and I like doing that stuff. I've always been that way my whole life. So anyway. I used to be a social butterfly whenever I wasn't doing YouTube, and I used to have friends here, friends there, and everything, and throughout my life I've had great friends and great circles from different places and stuff, and I still do, but I don't get involved in social circles that much because I'm almost 50, and a lot of my social circles was just getting too much, I wouldn't say out of hand, I would just say I had to grow out of the childish things because there's a lot of things going on that I had to back away from and protect myself from in some of these circles because I I put my commitment, my heart into my marriage and into growing with my wife rather than being the entertainer or part of these social circles because she pointed out and brought a lot of things to my attention that a lot of these people were not really my true friends, that they were leeching off me, whether it was energy for good times, good things, and or just taken from me because I was always given. And I'm not saying that I haven't received things from them at times, like gifts. That was all great and grand. But so I realized that, yeah, I was getting vampirized for energy and for whatever I could do or give them that they didn't have going on in their life. And so I stepped back and started using that energy, put it into eventually came to fruition a little bit with YouTube on my couple of channels that I got. But I started giving that energy to my wife too and growing us as a unit and together. And boy, that was kind of like going through the trenches and putting on my hard hat for it wasn't like war, but it was like work, and it was good work. It had its rewards and stuff, and I grew up a lot, being that my wife pointed some things out to me that I needed to grow up on. So that was good, and I got social with some circles on YouTube that I've been in and out of, but you know how that goes. That's a whole nother learning experience, this social media stuff. And so I've kind of got my circle a little bit knocked down for the better of me here on YouTube because well, you know how it goes. There's people that get to know you and they act all good and dandy on YouTube, then pretty soon they're backbiting you or slandering you or getting jealous and saying things that ain't true because you got this going on and that going on that's good, and they want it but they can't do it because they're all on a negative path. And there's a couple channels that I went through that with and had to jump out of because that wasn't desired intentions or anything to be a part of. So, but one great thing is I never had any bad experiences or any negative feelings from our circle that we built in the tribe around Nicole's channel and my channel, and that I've had only a handful of experiences on my channel where I've had to knock people off or set them straight about what's going on with my channel and me and the content. So pretty much it's been a very great experience, all in all. One that I'm continuing to grow on and build on with y'all. Wow. Yeah, thank you for getting down with the skies and the rocks and the mirrors and things that I present. And you're almost 60. I'm almost 50. I'm about 10 years younger than you. I'm turning 49 actually in next month in October. I'll be 49, so almost 50. My wife, she's 10 years older than me, so, well, 9 actually, so my wife's about your age. And I've been like that most of my life. And I've always gravitated to older people around me and my friends and my circle and stuff ever since I could say probably junior high school time in my life. I've always been around people that have been several years older than me, and my relationships with females, I've always had chosen women that are older than me for some reason. It just happened like that all my life, I guess. I got young friends and young family, and that's all good and dandy. But like, if I could count the younger than me or the older than me, there's a greater percentage that are older than me that I partake with in my life. Wow, that was a noisy truck. I don't know if y'all heard it, but it's crazy. It's growling. Oh, your husband's 7 years younger, huh? Hey, Bern, how you doing, Bern? Nice to see you. Have you here? I'm just up here gabbing about different things up on top of this hill that overlooks our town. I was supposed to just go get milk and cereal and be back home, but my path took me up here before I went and gonna go do that here soon. But I'm about a mile off course and about 45 minutes overdue. But it's all right. My wife would still asleep, and probably her routine is she sleeps in about 10 o'clock most mornings. So that gives me a little bit of time here to get back before she really awakes and finds out that I've been gone this long just for milk and cereal. But I ain't trying to hide nothing from her. I'll tell her, let her know. She'll probably watch this live later. But yeah, you still been playing some new tunes, Burn, on your strings. I've kind of been on the back. I kind of put my music on the back burner for making some at this time because where I'm at, tight little quarters in my apartment, and a bunch of more people that I'm living around now. So I was asked not to take it there because I can't help it but play at a loud volume most of the time. And if I kept that up, kept it up over there where I live now, I'm sure I'd have been shut down by the management because I don't have an acoustic and I can't play acoustic at low volumes. But it's I guess something that I have to get comfortable doing, and that's not my comfort level, basically. But yeah, it'd be interesting to hear. But if you have anything new, I guess I should pay a visit over your channel and check it out for myself. All right, new vids coming soon. That'd be great to see you. I'll put you on notifications and be watching for them. Yeah, Bern, I was talking about, I don't know if you were here, but I was talking about how I've had these series of prophetic dreams, is what I call them. And two of them had to do with this hill I'm on. The dreams are about that this place got laid to waste in kind of like an apocalyptic event, and everything was decimated and whatnot, and I led a bunch of people out of this area up to this hill. And when we got up here on this hill I'm on, we looked down upon this town, and it was just so terrible that it was like this was our first pause and break once we reached the top up here to ponder and look upon what had just happened. And I had like 2 dreams like that recently, and it's not from watching movies because I don't watch movies anymore. Been a long time, but yeah. Another dream that I had like that was in a town just north of us, but it kind of like reflects and hits me pretty good whenever I look up here or I climb this hill and ponder upon it all. Whether I'm a leader or not, if for anybody at that time, if it does happen like that, is not really the point of the dreams. But the dream is that I'm probably getting prepped for something, or made to think about things that could or has happened. And it's something that I'm not scared of anymore. Or I just know that anything could happen, and in that time, there is people that are going to have to step up and guide people that are survivors or leaders themselves, whatever. We all need to pull or hang tight and pull for each other in times of great disaster, great urgency or whatever. But one thing that's really been on my mind in that area too about this place I live in is about 30 miles up this canyon, Colorado even. I mean, it's a huge reservoir, and that thing is already showing signs of deterioration. And if that dam ever cracked, all this would be flooded out, mega time, big time. So I think about that more off as like something that could happen real soon for this area, and haven't had a dream about swimming people out of the flood, but I am sure glad that where I live now is a little bit higher ground than where I've been. I've been like towards the bottom of this little valley here, but now I live up in the heights, and I'm on the top floor of these apartments, so I got at least 15 feet of water flow before it hits my front door. And I don't know, me and my wife think about that a lot because at that dam up there, it's called Navajo Dam. One of the corners of it where it attaches to the side of the canyon, there's a water stream coming from the top of it and the bottom that is lake water. And it flows year round. And all it needs is a little bit more pressure, a little bit more water flow, and it will start deteriorating that earthen dam, and boom, there it goes. And like I said, it's about 30 miles up there, so just even the debris flow before and after would just be so tremendous, it'd wipe everything out here. And there's a lot of pipeline, a lot of oil field type stuff along the way that would just explode and cause these raging fires. Oh, it'd be so terrible. Hi, Sharon. Nice to see you. It's been a while. I'm really glad to see you. I know you've been kind of laying low lately on the YouTube, but I'm glad to have you here. That's great. Nice to see you. It's been a long time, sister. It seems like, at least half a year since I think I've commented or said hi to you one way or another. Right on. But yeah, in the past, there's been some major floods through here, like way back in the past. I'm not talking recent, but I do my rock hunting and stuff like that, my artifact finding. But I find places out here where the debris flows have piled up a mixture of all kinds of material that has been petrified, fossilized. And the reason I can find so much of it is because of that stuff that's happened just piled up in the hills, the surrounding areas, everywhere. There's just so much of it that's what has had to have happened. This basin is kind of like the opening up from the Rocky Mountains, the tail end of the Rocky Mountains, and so, when the glaciers melted or the big floods happened, Noah's time, or mud floods, anything, this area was just like a drain where it opened up and spread everything out from coming down, rushing from the north. So, that happened way back then, but good for us artifact hunters and fossil finders, because man, it's just like, if I don't even have to look hard and I find deposits like that all over this area. And our little county landfill, our huge county landfill, whenever they started digging that thing up to start putting our trash in, they had to stop the project and stuff. This was probably like the late 80s, but they had to stop the project for about a year because all the fossils they were finding. They found a huge deposit of mammoth fossils and stuff like that. So they pulled them out of that area, and then they allowed the landfill to be redone. But I remember that was like front page news around here when that happened. That was kind of cool to know. So that kind of reinforced everything I come to learn as a young man whenever I started digging around this area and stuff, rock hunting and yeah. Let me give you guys a 360 from up here. And then after that, I probably should be going. I got to go get my milk and cereal that I initially intended on getting before I came up here. This is looking north, but as you can see down here, this is recent. They're working down there. They cleared this whole field out right here. There was all sagebrush and cow grazing land right there. And I heard yesterday that they're bringing a Walmart to this town, and there's no signs down there to say one way or another, but supposedly we're supposed to have another little I guess you call it a influx of people for the oil field moving back up this way, because they're gonna open up all of the old wells that they capped off and start pumping oil out of this place and natural gas. So we're looking at another little boom for a while. And if that's true, it would make sense why they're going to put a Walmart here. But if they do, that would be crazy for this town. We don't have a store like that around here for 20 miles. But yeah, this is looking east, of course, the rising sun for the day. And this is west. And then looking, no, that's south, excuse me, south. And then this is looking west. And there's a little elementary school right there. But yeah, I'm standing next to this huge metal star that they light up on top of this hill. They light it up for Christmas time or whatever, you know. That's their main time when they light it up in the winter times. But they'll keep this thing on for the whole month of December. And then right here below me on the hill, they got the capital B for the initial for our town, Bloomfield. So they call this a B Hill, or they call it a Star Hill, but originally it's been B Hill. And this star's been up here forever. Ever since I was a kid, I can remember them lighting it up. But all right, folks, I'm going to call it a good live for us, and I hope you guys all have a great day. And I'm glad everybody popped in, said hi. Sharon, Bern, and Jody, the ones I've talked to on chat, especially. Thank you for showing up. Sending much love and prayers and positive thoughts. And we'll see y'all soon. Have a great day ahead and be blessed. No stress. Take it easy.